Hello one and all to the Math Magic Show. Let's take a look at finding this integral here. So I have x squared over x minus 1 dx. So first is to make a decision on how we should go about this. So a key step would be to recognize that right here there is a positive 1 as the exponent. And up there, as you can see, you have a positive 2 and a positive 1. So because the 2 on the top is bigger than the 1 on the bottom, you want to try to divide x squared by x minus 1. And you write the integrand in a simpler form that can be handled with simpler rules. So let's take a look at that step. Let's carry out the division steps. I will have x squared divided by x minus 1. So to proceed here, what we do is we take x squared and we divide by x first. That will tell you what to place up top. So I have x squared over x, which equals just x. So you put this x right here in blue, that goes up top. So in other words, in this position. And then the process says you take this x, you multiply by this x, put it under here as x squared, and then x multiplying negative 1 is put here also. So let's take a look. X times x is x squared, and then x times negative 1 is negative x. So that goes in this position right here. And then we continue the process. So at this point, we take this and we change the signs. In other words, the x squared will become negative x squared, and this will become positive x. That's as if you're basically doing long division and you subtract. It's the same logic, except variables are involved. So here I'm going to say the following. Minus x squared and then plus x. Let's add straight down. So let's see. This will cancel with that. Clearly the signs are opposite. And then here you can pretend that this is like plus 0x. Stuff that in there with a 0 coefficient and then add straight down. So 0x plus 1x will give you 1x. Now the question is sometimes, how do I know that I should continue to divide on and on and on? So to do that, you observe that right here, this is x to the first. And over here, this is also x to the first. X to the first divided by x to the first is 1. That means you can still put one more term up top. So let's do that. Take a look. I'm going to have now x over x, which is 1, positive, and that goes up top. So it becomes plus 1 up here. And then you repeat the process of long division. So in other words, this one multiplying the x, and then this one multiplying the negative 1, go in the bottom. So I have 1 times x, which is x, and then 1 times negative 1, which is negative 1. And as before, you just want to make sure you change the signs. In other words, this becomes negative, this becomes positive. It's as if you were subtracting it. That's why you change the signs, as if you were distributing negative 1, in other words. And now take a look. So as before, right, cancel opposite signs. So I carry this 1 straight down. So what this means now is the following, that let's do this in different colors so we can differentiate things more clearly. I'm going to make this one green. So this x plus 1 in green, and that, for example, orange 1, that can be used to rewrite the integrand as follows. So we are going to get the following now. I'm rewriting it as x plus 1. So this is the x plus 1, the green x plus 1 from the top right here. So it's coming over here now as x plus 1. And then you're going to add to it that orange remainder of 1 over the x minus 1 that you're dividing by. So x minus 1 in this position, and then just put the dx in there. At this point, this can be done quite easily by applying elementary rules. So when you integrate x here, you're going to have 1/2 x squared. When you integrate the 1, that's going to give you just plus x. And when you do the last piece, it's going to be the ln of x minus 1. So these are just some basic rules that I know because I've done it quite a few times. So that takes care of each piece. And then simply don't forget at the end to tack on that plus c, which of course is creatively named to mean constant. That is it for this one. Here is all of our masterpiece from top to bottom. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.